Hey, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome. My name is Chris Lee Mentor, and it is my honor and privilege to be in service to you. I welcome you, and I want you to sit down with a pen and paper and take notes because the information that I'm about to share with you can save your life. I am going to recommend that you do your own research to find out to see how this information applies to you because right now there are four major conditions that's impacting your health, and today I'm going to talk to you about what the number four condition is. If you look in the video description, you're going to find a PDF that's available for download. I urge you to put in your name and email to get access to that PDF. In there, you're going to see the four conditions that I'm talking about and how you can start reversing them today with two specific plans that I have drawn out for you. And if you have any additional questions, how you can reach out to me. Okay. Right now, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, and liver disease are crippling your organs. And you need to be aware of that and take action today to start reversing those conditions and reclaim your health and vitality. I'm speaking with you from experience of having worked in the hospital for 5.5 years. And I just cannot understand why people were struggling so much, no matter how much great health care they were getting. And they were having these crazy surgeries, great medications, and all that kind of stuff, but they were not responding the way they were supposed to. And as I looked into it further, I noticed one thing that was common amongst all those patients. They had underlying conditions that destroyed their vital organs. And no matter how much help they were given, they were not responding properly. And as I understood that, I started studying and realizing that, wait, this is going to be my future if I don't make changes. So I studied and researched how the human biology functions and exactly what it needs. It needs to detox and eliminate, to get rid of toxins, waste, parasites, pharmaceutical byproducts that are left in the system, and just toxins need to be removed from the body. So I started reading on how I can use raw living foods as a solution to support that process of my biology, and I just could not believe the results that I got. So I started coaching and helping people through the process of how they can reclaim their health because that was what was important to me. I wanted to help people and serve people, which is why I went to work in the healthcare service in the first place. Okay, so in the video right now, I'm going to talk to you about how the fourth health condition is impacting you today and the dangers of it if you don't take action and address it. Okay, I have an outline here that I'm going to follow. I'm going to point some things out to you. This is a two-part video because I want to take my time to explain things to you the best I can so you can receive the proper information so you know what you're supposed to do. Okay, in this first part, I'm going to go over three main points, okay, of what's happening and how you can start helping yourself and reverse the condition. And then in part two, I'm going to go into even more in depth of what you can do to really reclaim your health and vitality and not suffer from this condition. This was the number one condition that every patient that I saw suffered from, and it was the reason why they were having medical emergencies and could not respond to proper medication or support, and why their health was such in bad shape. Okay, so I'm going to go over the first point. Okay, that number four underlying condition that's impacting you today in society is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, this is a condition where excess sugar, fat, toxins, waste build up inside of the liver and they damage it to the point where it cannot function the way it's supposed to. Okay, the liver has many functions, all right, but as the liver becomes damaged, it cannot do what it's supposed to do anymore, which the primary function of the liver is to clear the body of toxins and waste. Okay, what was common from that I saw from these people who were suffering from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is that they were not people who necessarily were alcoholics. Okay, so even though alcohol worsens the condition, it was not the primary reason why they suffered from it. Okay, as the liver loses its ability to clean the blood and remove waste and toxins from the body, it's detrimental to the human health and biology. All right, the common symptoms you're going to see with that is jaundice, which is the yellowing of the skin and in the eyes. Okay, nutrient deficiencies. You're going to have fluid buildup in the abdomen, which happens from when the liver becomes inflamed. It literally pours juices into your abdomen, which causes your belly to swell up. Okay, your skin bruises very easily. You're going to suffer from a bunch of blood infections that normally are not common because a working liver cleans the blood. All right. So now, point number 2, what is the liver? Okay, the liver is the second largest organ of the human biology. It's the largest internal organ in the human. Okay, the liver is involved in literally hundreds of functions. All right, but I'm going to point out the main 4 that you need to learn about and focus on. Okay, the first function is that it filtrates toxins and waste out of the blood. Okay, the liver is literally the main organ that cleans your body. Every single major organ that is involved in detox and elimination goes through the liver. Okay, so if you want to have great health and vitality, you have to keep your liver very clean and strong. Okay, the liver is the organ that produces bile. Okay, bile is the main solution that helps in digestion and waste elimination. Okay, the liver regulates the blood sugar level. Okay, it's what helps your body dictate how much sugar should be in your blood to use for energy. And the fourth thing that I think is probably the coolest thing about the liver is that the liver is the coolest factory in existence. Okay, it literally takes everything that you consume and tells your body exactly what to do with it and how to use it. That is incredible. The liver is an incredible factory. Okay, the liver is so important that it's involved in just about every reaction, every chemical function that happens in your body. It's also so incredible. It is one of the few organs that can completely regenerate itself if your body is healthy enough for it to do so. The liver needs just 25% of what's left of it to regenerate itself within 6 to 12 weeks, which is just proof of how amazing and incredibly important this vital organ is to your body. Okay. Number 3, what causes these conditions? Okay. What causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease? Okay. There's one word that I'm going to tell you, and it's probably confusing to you because that's not what you were taught. Okay. It's metabolism dysfunction. Okay. What metabolism dysfunction is, it's not just digestion. You were taught that metabolism is how fast your body can break down food. That is just one component of thousands of processes that happen within metabolism. Okay, so metabolism is how your body takes in food for energy, but it also includes cellular activity, which is how your cells take that food, uses it up for energy, but it also includes the waste and the toxins and the byproducts moving through the body properly and eliminating. Okay, so a bunch of different things involve metabolism. But the number one thing that causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is when your metabolism, your overall function of your body starts getting out of whack. Okay, whenever all the chemical reactions don't go the way they're supposed to in your body, that starts affecting your liver, which then leads to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, if you struggle with the following conditions, lifestyle options, and issues, you most likely will suffer if you already are not suffering from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, so I have a list here. I'm going to read through it for you. All right, if you eat more calories than you burn, if you have excess body fat, especially around your waist, that is visceral fat, if you lack physical activity, if you suffer from high blood pressure, if you have high blood sugar, high cholesterol, suffer from chronic stress, hormonal imbalances, sleep deprivation, and like I said, alcohol is not the number one factor that causes this, but if you drink alcohol, you most likely are already suffering from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Okay, because in combination to your poor diet, which is causing you to have very bad metabolism, which is how everything works in your body, these conditions worsen you and makes things worse for you. Okay, so this is the first part of the video where I covered 3 things. Okay, the number 4 health condition that's affecting society today and in you is non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which is when excess fat, sugar, waste, and toxins build up inside your liver and damage it to the point where it stops functioning the way it's supposed to. I explained to you what the liver was. Okay, the liver is the second largest organ in the human biology. It's the largest internal organ that is involved in hundreds of processes that happens in your body. Okay, but I think the four major functions that you need to be aware of is that it's what clears your body of toxins. It produces bile, which is very important for waste elimination and digestion. It also regulates your blood sugar level, but it is the most incredible factory known to man because of how it functions and what it does. Okay, it's involved in just about every process that happens in your body. Okay, but what causes non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, the number one condition that causes that, is metabolism dysfunction. Okay, there's many ways you're gonna hear them call this, but what it is metabolism dysfunction. And what that is when the chemical reactions that happen in your body stop functioning the way they're supposed to, and your body starts falling apart. Okay, that's what that is. And if you suffer from certain conditions in lifestyle, you are someone who is either already suffering from the non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or you will sooner than later, and you need to address that right away. Okay, I call it a condition because it's something that takes a long time to happen where it becomes a chronic disease. All right, so if you catch it early enough, which most people don't until it's too far gone, or that it's going to be at a point where you might need medications, or you may have other things happening to your liver that makes it almost impossible to reverse. Okay, so that it's a condition. So if you catch it early enough, you can reverse it because the liver would love that, so it can regenerate itself. Okay, it is the most dangerous condition for the human biology. Okay, and what's sad right now, it is the quietest and longest dragged out death that most people are experiencing, because most people are not aware of the severity of this condition. Okay, so this concludes video number 1. You're going to see video number 2, where I'm going to go into 2 further points of how you can start reclaiming your health and vitality by reversing non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I'll see you in the next one.